You guys see where Muta basically talked about Review Tech? Let me play it for you guys real quick. We'll bust this up. Oh shit, I'm the fucking #1 result when you look up Muta and ReviewTechUSA. So this was a clip from Muta's stream, I think, like yesterday. Who's familiar with SomeOrdinaryGamers? I don't really watch them.
To be fair, today would have been a great,
but I've seen his stuff. Listen to what he says about ReviewTechUSA.
great video to shoot. If I had talked about why you shouldn't install Linux, Arch completely crashed on me, and I had to like go into a terminal shell, like command line, and fix the entire OS up.
Here it comes.
Would do a collapse on ReviewTechUSA. That guy is just so depressing, bro.
God. Like, didn't even hesitate. Like, in the fucking, not even taking a breath to think about his thoughts. I made a video about this today, by the way, if you guys haven't watched it. But didn't even stop to take a breath. He just went right away to this guy's depressing. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because I was asked what's next for RTU. I almost guarantee you, ReviewTechUSA, whenever he comes back, he's going to be yelling at this guy, at Muta. Because last week, when Wings of Redemption and Boogie were giving their opinion on Review Tech as of right now, he fucking melted the fuck down on lolcow Live. I don't know if you guys saw that. He, like, melted the fuck down. So, yeah, let's watch this.
That guy's whole life right now is yikes.
That guy's whole life right now is yikes.
It's just not good. Yeah, I don't know, man. ReviewTechUSA is weird. Like, I remember, like, he invited me to his, like, show one time. He seemed, like, relatively fine. And then, like, in the last 4 months, like, something to do with his editor, and he fired him and everything. I didn't do a podcast. I did,
Dude, like, he's melted down. We've all seen it. Like, I wasn't trying to be a troll or a detractor when I was making content about him. You know, I was giving my opinion with him and JKB because JKB is a good friend of mine. I love him. I told him, come over and let me put wieners in your mouth today for 4th of July. But after him and Rich had, like, their fall apart, and then they got back together, they fall apart, I kind of was like, okay, cool. I'm just going to stay out of it. But then Review Tech had his meltdown on me and started talking shit and called me talentless. So then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to milk this dude every time he fucks up or says something stupid. He's been like if you go to his channel, you look at like all of his like-dislike ratios, man, he's getting dislike bombed. His comments are just completely fucking burying his ass. Like, it's bad. And I know, and I said this in my video today, I was like, dude, I know how it feels when you feel like nobody like it's not like nobody likes you, but once you start getting into that mindset of you can't win for losing, like, fuck, you're just completely like spiraling. Everything you do is fucking wrong. Everybody's disliking you. You know, you can't, no matter what choice you do, you can't win, right? That's where he's at this point. If you're making a live stream talking about Dr. Disrespect, talking inappropriately to a minor, and you're still getting dislike bombed doing that, you lost. You fucking lost. And then also with Nick Rekieta, with that whole situation, he's getting dislike bombed on that. And nobody's talking about any of the topics that he's talking about. They're all just telling him to get off the internet and spend time with his family. And he's twisting that into us mocking his kids. I never mocked his kids. Me saying, dude, get offline. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your kids is not saying that he's a bad dad. It's saying just go do something. Go take care of yourself. Go take care of your kids. Go spend time. And instead he focuses and says that, like, us, you know, anybody that makes any comments, any criticism, you know, when lolcow Live said, you know, he needs to get off the internet and stop getting high, that's fair criticism. Like, if it's causing you to be this deranged and this unhinged all the fucking time, you need to change something. Your audience is literally screaming at you in your chat and in your comments saying, dude, do something about this. It's been like a spiral. It's been like a downfall.
One of his shows with him. He was never on our podcast, though. But it's like, I remember like something went off with his fucking editor. Like he wasn't paying the editor. Something went off. I remember for a little bit it was like, I felt bad for Rich because he had his like kid was like in the hospital or something. It wasn't good.
And I feel bad about that too. I've never tried to fucking say anything bad, and he tried to paint that I did about his kid.
In any capacity. So, obviously I felt a little, I think in most situations anybody's like, oh, you wish the best. But then he just went off that fucking weird deep end.
Weird deep end.
I didn't care about his the whole thing with DK Oldies, like, it's fine. I felt like in his situation, he was one of the people that really pushed a million videos on DK Oldie. And I was like, is it really, like, the fucking worst sin imaginable?
Which is so funny, because you guys seen when he was going off about DK Oldies making videos. He didn't like that me and Kino Casino and other people were making incessant videos about him, like, constant. He could do it. He's one of those people where he will make tons of streams about DSP, tons of streams about DK Oldies, tons of streams about videos and stuff about Boogie and all them. The second you start doing it to him, my God, did he fucking just lose his mind doing it?
No. Yeah, it's the thing about lolcow stuff is, the moment. Because he would always just, like, what really irks me about, like, a little bit with the DSP stuff is...
So he's talking about when ReviewTech, I guess, reacts and watches DSP content. So we all know DSP, he's a fucking lolcow and stuff like this, but this right here is a fucking fatality.
He was kind of like shitting on, like, people like fucking DSP all the time, and it's like, I don't understand. DSP, he's not, like, I don't even think that DSP is, like, as big of a lolcow in this series as, like, fucking, honestly, like ReviewTech, the way that he was acting in the last 3 months, it's like, bro.
So he basically said the last 3 months, the way that ReviewTech is acting, he's a bigger lolcow than DSP. But no, dude, when you start backing yourself into a corner and you start attacking everybody and making messages saying dig up dirt on people and stuff, you're just burying yourself, man. Like, okay, let me see. I wasn't even planning on talking about ReviewTech today, but fuck it. If we go to his channel, just to prove a point, and I said the same thing in my video. God damn, my browser's working slow. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to burp. Just to prove something, right? His last stream was talking about the allegations of him installing keyloggers and shit on Jay's computer. Like, we all know those allegations, right? You guys have heard what allegedly happened, where there's suspicion that the PC he gave Jay, which was the one he was going to give DSP, might have had some keyloggers or back-end access, and there's all this other stuff that's floating around. It hasn't been confirmed, but there's a lot of suspicions, right? And then JKB's bank account and several other accounts, because he just said it today, actually, on live stream. He had about 5 accounts or something that had multiple transactions that led out to a couple $100, I think. He made his last live stream a week ago, and it was actually addressing those allegations. So for once, he seemed like he was owning up to a situation. Literally, it's a stream about him addressing these allegations, right? So you think somebody defending themselves, coming out clean about shit, there would be a decent response? Fuck no, there wasn't. Look at this dislike ratio. 612 likes to 906 dislikes. He's reached that point to where he can't win for losing. The best thing, and I don't want somebody to be deplatformed, he needs to just take a break. He needs to lay low, take a break, come back, and be like, hey, guys, I put myself in a position where I was saying and doing stupid shit, and I just didn't know how to act properly. So I took time to get my head straight, and if I rubbed anybody the wrong way, if I said or did anything, I apologize. I'm going to do my best to hold myself accountable going forward. and hopefully you guys stick with me through this time. If you guys can no longer support, I completely understand. And then just make content. That's all he has to do. He could have just did that. But, you know, now it's like, even if he didn't, like, no, I don't think he did the back end access or the keyloggers or any of that. I don't think he did any of that. I'm going to say that. But, dude, it doesn't even matter if he did it or not at this point, because his audience is just fucking flaming him. Look at this first comment. Using the family as a shield once again. Log off the internet permanently, and just be with your family, dude. Get a real job and stop making an ass of yourself to get paid a quick buck. Like, Jesus Christ, there's like no remorse. Like, people have had it. People are like, fuck off, dude. Like, and it's because he's been acting fucking wild. Like, people just are fed up with it. People are just fucking fed up with it. And I talked about this all today. Look, literally talking about the Dr. Disrespect allegations and the situation and stuff. And look at this. 443 likes to 991 dislikes. First one, you become depressing to watch. Used to be one of my favorites. And we've all been here, and everybody has their time being at a low point like this. It's not a good fucking feeling. I've been at low points on YouTube. I'm sure a lot of you guys are small creators. I have a lot of you guys that watch that tell me that y'all stream, that y'all make content and stuff. It happens to everybody. You get ebbs and flows of YouTube. You reach high points, you reach low points, and it's not a good feeling when you get to a low point, like, at all. It's not a good feeling. And I think that's where it's at this point with him. Even though he says and does a lot of stupid things, I think mentally he's struggling. I think he's having a tough time coping with the situation. And I'm not trying to make a joke out of coping and see them or anything like that, but I think it's gotten to the point where the other day when he was unhinged and telling people to fuck off and that he's just going to go into blood sports and stuff, I think it was just him being backed into a corner and being like, you know what? People don't like me. I'll give them a reason to not like me type of deal. And when you get caught in your feelings like that, it's not a good idea, like, at all. Which is why I recommend just get off the internet, dude. Just get off and take time to better yourself. Spend it with your family as much as you can. I've been there. I've had to take a couple months off here or there as well. And it's not out of a place of hate. You know, it's not out of a place of hate when I say that. Do I think he's been a piece of shit? Yeah, damn right he's been a piece of shit. You know, with some of the stuff that he said about me, said about others, mocking suicide, mocking mental health. So, dude, I think I think there's still room to recover, but it's going to take a while. So, I don't know.